It's like it just to land me back on what the brothers are bringing out about our leaders that failed us. It used to be that our doctors, our lawyers, our dentists, our banks was all centralized in one area.
Yeah.
Our stores was all in one area. We didn't have to leave our community for nothing, and our money stayed in our community,
Right.
circulated through our community
Right.
30 times before it left.
That's right.
But because our leaders felt like we should be living like the white man, having what he had, drinking out of what he drink, spending the money he spent, living where he lived, all of our doctors moved out.
That's right.
They moved out to places where the white man didn't even want them out there.
That's right.
When they moved out, the white people moved out.
That's right.
So they didn't even want to live around
right.
them. Even though a lot of them made the same kind of money, was in the same profession,
Right.
did the same
Right.
things, and even to a very much degree, those white people who had
Right.
businesses out there,
Right.
they prospered from black people coming out there to them as well.
Give me
Right.
Psalms 37:1. Give me Psalms
But-
37:1.
It's a lot.
Oh, and just to land me back on what you said, Uzo, there's a meme that's going around Facebook. I don't know if y'all seen this, but it's basically a bunch of white families or white men and their wives sitting around a table. And there's one white man says, well, these brothers is basically these niggas are getting too smart, they're getting too good, they're getting too basically crafty, they're owning businesses. And he said, how can we stop this? He said, well, move them up with us. Let them move into our neighborhoods. And let them be our doctors, and let them be our inventors, and let them be our scientists. Because if we leave them with their people, then they'll grow to hate us and help their people fight against us.
Wow.
So it's been planned out. And that's one dinner table. In one mansion, they probably had that same conversation for many years in different dinner tables in different mansions all over the world.
Wow.
And that's exactly what happened. As soon as the doctor, the astrologist, the musician moved out, neighborhood went to crack.
That's right.
No more doctor, no more help me out with this and I'll pay you later when I get paid. None of that no more. You on your own. I'm getting mine. That's in the curses.
And our dollar bills don't circulate in our community
Exactly,
no more.
like every other nation on the planet.
Like every other nation.
What was the scripture?
Psalms 37:1.
There it is, right there on the feed.
Yeah,
Right there.
that's true. Give me Psalms 37:1.
The book of Psalms.
See how they keep rotating that? And what they doing is they know what they doing. They know that dude look like a real vicious coon. And they just keep playing that over and over again.
You said 37 and 1? 37 and 4?
One.
The book of Psalms, chapter 37 and 4. Salakia. The book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 1. A psalm of David. Fret not thyself because of evildoers.
Do what?
Fret not thyself because of evildoers.
Go ahead.
Neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity.
And guess what? That's our sellouts. That's our sellouts want what the white man got. Instead of knowing that we better than this dirty ass.
That's right.
And gathering together and getting our own.
Right.
Right? We the inventors and the innovators. Right? Give me Proverbs 3:31. We are the inventors and the innovators. So we need to stop being envious of all the rest of these other nations.
Right.
That's corny as hell. Right?
The book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 31.
Right. That's living off of your back. All these other nations. All these other nations in your neighborhood, and they eating off of you. But they look down on you when you come in their store. But they can't even survive in this damn kingdom without being on your back. Believe it or not, all these other nations playing piggyback on your ass.
Right.
You got 5 nations. Imagine you got 5 niggas piggybacking on your ass. Go ahead.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 31.
Right.
Envy thou not the oppressor.
And envy now not the oppressor. Right? You might as well envy his light ass skin. You
Right.
might as well envy the fact that he gets skin cancer too.
Right.
And he can't stand in the sun. Envy that too.
Right.
If you're gonna envy his damn money,
Con.
go ahead.
And choose none of his ways.
And do what?
And choose none of his ways.
So that's why you see a lot of our people walking around with these skinny ass, skinny pants suits on now. Men don't wear regular suits no more. The damn suits gotta be high waters and all tucked up your nuts now.
Right.
And tight all up in your ass now.
Right. God.
You know what I'm saying? Pause. Niggas don't even get, you can't even get no room in suit pants no more.
God, pause.
Suit pants all the way up, almost up on your damn knees. Like some damn knickers or something.
God.
Some damn capri suit pants.
God.
And the niggas wear these long pointy ass shoes
God.
that stretch up, that bend up in the front. That's Esau thing there, man. Niggas like to look like damn penguins now, man.
God.
Go ahead. Slock it, all right?
Verse 32.
Uh-huh.
For the forward is an abomination to the Lord.
The froward is an abomination to the Most High, man. Right? Go ahead. Give me that Psalms 83 and 5.
The book of Psalms, chapter 83, and verse 5.
Right.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
What did the nations do?
They have consulted together with one consent.
Right?
They are confederate against thee.
And these other nations, they confederate against us, man. Right? Plain and simple. These other nations is confederate against us, man. We need to stop being jealous or envious of these other nations.
Right.
Skislocky. I want the kingdom. The hell with they victuals. The hell with they materials. I like materials and stuff, but the hell with them. All of us like the materials and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But the hell with that. I want rulership. The hell with the white man materials and all of that. Go ahead.
God. Verse 6.
Right?
The tabernacles of Edom.
That's you so-called white people. The tabernacles, the chief house of Edom. Right? The chief house of Edom came up against us.
Right.
Go ahead.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites is you Arabs. It's naming all the enemies of the so-called blacks and Hispanics.
Right.
The so-called white man, the Arabs. Go ahead.
Of Moab.
And you dirty Chinese. Go ahead.
And the Hagarenes.
The Hagarenes, you dirty Africans. Because you Israelites, you not Africans. Stop thinking you damn Africans. Africa is a damn continent with 150 countries.
That's right.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 7.
And I don't know how many tribes. So what country and what tribe you from in Africa? Right. Go ahead.
Gibel.
Gabal. Other Africa. This telling you all the people that came against you and put you in slavery. Why you don't know who you are no more. And all of them work together in the United Nations. The black man, Hispanic man ain't got a seat in the United Nations, but these people we name and do. Go ahead.
And Ammon.
And Ammon is the Japanese. Go ahead.
And Amalek.
Amalek is the fake Jews. The fake Jews. Amaleki. Amaleki. The fake Jews. Right? The people that stole our identity.
That's right.
The people that call themselves Jewish in Israel. They stole our identity. They imposters. The people over there fighting for their homeland today with the Palestinians. The so-called white people walk around with them big black hats and them curly things on the side. They stole your identity. Go ahead. And they paid for the slave ships to put your ass on.
Con.
Right.
Go ahead.
And the Philistines with the inheritance of Tyre.
And that's Africans too. That's why the dirty Ethiopians in your neighborhood, and when you walk in the store, they talking about, hey brother, but don't none of y'all work in there. You walk up and down the block, Ethiopian on every store. It's not a damn nigga from the hood in none of their stores working.
Right.
Go ahead.
Ashur also is joined with them.
Ashur is the Assyrians, right? The Assyrians is joined in with them, right? Took us down with them. Go ahead.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
And the Assyrians helped the children of Lot, which is the Japanese and the Chinese.
That's
Right.
They helped the children of Lot take us down. Go ahead.
Selah.
Right. Say Lot. Go ahead. Give me Ezekiel 39:23.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 29.
39:23.
Salakia. 39.
Right.
23.
Right.
And the heathen
Uh-huh.
shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity.
And who shall know?
The heathen
Uh-huh.
shall know the
Uh-huh.
house of Israel went into captivity.
And this is the house of Israel. Not the so-called fake Jewish man.
Right.
And the heathen shall what?
Know that the house of Israel went into captivity.
So this is the house of Israel, and the house of Israel went into captivity. Right? The Jewish man is not the house of Israel because he's not in captivity.
Right.
Right? He owned everything. He's the imposter Jew. Go ahead.
In their iniquity.
And we sinned when we came out of the wilderness with Moses.
For their iniquity.
Go ahead. When we came out of the wilderness with Moses, Moses gave us laws. He told us if we didn't follow them laws, we were going to go into captivity under the other nations across the four corners of the earth. Go ahead.
Because they transgressed against me.
What did we do against God?
Transgressed against me.
So this is what happened. Everybody think if everybody trying to figure out what happened to the blacks and Hispanics, why they got conquered, because we transgressed against our God.
Can I take a photo?
Sure you can. Y'all got a question? Got a question?
No, we're listening.
Okay.
Therefore hide I my face from them.
So now what happened was all of the slavery we went through, when the conquistadors came over here and got the so-called Native American Indians, the Most High hid his face from us because we transgressed his laws after we took over the land of Canaan. That's why in 70 AD the Romans came and kicked us out and we ran into the west coast interiors of Africa. So those people that's in Israel today that say they the Jews, they imposters.
Right.
And Israel is in northeast Africa.
Simply badly treated.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes,
I
sir.
agree.
Yes, sir. We the people of the Bible. When you
Still
read
are.
in the Bible, we the people of the Bible. Go ahead.
Well, we're from Canada, so
Okay.
hopefully we can help you from Toronto.
All right, it should be some Israelites out there. Right, yeah, just
Thank you, sir.
all right, take it easy, all right?
Thank you.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Salaki. Where were we at? And hid my face from them.
And guess what? The Most High hid his face from us. Right? Go ahead.
And gave them into the hand of their enemies.
What did the Most High do?
Gave them into the hand of their
And
enemies.
that's what happened first with the Arabs and the Africans, the sub-Saharan slave trade. He gave us into the hand of our enemies, the Assyrians, the Chinese, the Moabites. Right? Go ahead.
So fell they all by the sword.
So we all fell by the sword. Right? We all fell by the sword. Go ahead.
According to their uncleanness.
Right? And we've been unclean as hell, man. Right? It's time to clean back up.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
Salakia. And according to their transgressions.
That's right. And we transgressed the Most High, heaven.
Have I done unto them.
That's right. That's it.
And hid my face from them.
That's right. Give me Hosea 5:15. Hosea 5:15.
Book of Hosea, chapter 5, and verse 15.
Right.
I will go and return to my place.
What the Most High say he gonna do?
I will go and return to my place.
Right.
Till they acknowledge their offense.
What does the Israelites supposed to do?
Till they acknowledge their
Because
offense.
guess what? Our people still keep walking around talking about I can be what I want to be. I'm a Muslim. I'm a Christian. Y'all niggas tripping. Y'all teach hate.
Right.
Right? We need to acknowledge our offense. Because evidently we did something to get in this predicament. Evidently we did something to get in this predicament. And we got the corniest bastard over top of us ruling us. Knowing the devil corny as hell. Go ahead.
Salakia. And seek my face.
Uh-huh.
And their affliction.
Uh-huh.
They shall seek me early.
And guess what? The Most High said when you getting punished, you're going to be seeking the Most High God. Fast. Early. Right? But you still stubborn as hell. Go ahead.
That's it on that.
What was that?
Verse, we could do
Go ahead.
Hosea 6.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hosea 6, verse 1. Come and let us return unto the Lord.
Come let us do what?
Return unto the
All
Lord.
right, go ahead.
For he hath torn.
He have done what?
For he hath torn.
So the Most High tore us, man. He tore us, right? And torn is slavery. We've been torn as a nation. That's why we call ourselves African American. To a continent and a corporation. Afro-American, a daggone hairstyle and a corporation.
Right.
Right? Black, a damn color in the paint section. Right?
Right.
Go ahead.
And he will heal us.
He would do what?
He will heal us.
Go ahead.
He hath smitten, and he will bind us up.
That's right. So the Most High smitten us, and it's almost time for us to get bound up.
Right.
As a nation, it's about that time. Right? Give me 2nd Ezra, give me 2 Timothy 3 and 7.
Come. The book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3 and verse 7. Every learning and every able, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth.
Ever learning and what?
Never able to come to the knowledge of the truth.
Right, that's right. So guess what? A lot of our people always learning, always studying different philosophies. Right? And you never able to come to the knowledge of the real facts, of the truth of who you are. The truth of the Bible. You all over the place. You keep listening to everybody's philosophies instead of studying for yourself. Right? How you doing, sister? You got a question? You got a question? You know you guys chose. What's your nationality?
I'm a Moor.
You a Moor? What's your father? Huh? Yeah, but you're right. That's the reality.
Right now.
Right. All right. Okay, go ahead.
God, 1 Timothy.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, 2
Matter of fact,
Timothy.
give me Sirach 5 and 7. Kill
Huh.
that. Sirach 5 and 7.
The book of Sirach, chapter 5 and verse 7.
Right.
Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord.
Do what?
Make no
Yo,
tarrying
don't make a storm.
to turn to the
So
Lord.
guess what? The scriptures say don't hesitate to turn to the Most High.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
And Salakia, and put not off from the day to day.
And guess what? From day to day, don't put off because it's a process. The more you put off, the further you pushing yourself away from salvation.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
For surely shall the wrath of the Lord come forth,
For surely shall the wrath of the Lord come forth. What?
and in thy security,
Right? And thy what?
and in thy security.
And guess what? A lot of our people comfortable in this oppression, comfortable in this kingdom. So it's saying, in your security, go ahead,
Thou shalt be destroyed.
thou shalt be destroyed. Right? Go ahead.
And perish in the day of vengeance.
That's right. So when the Most High judgment, you're going to be secure and comfortable in this thing. You niggas going to be on your Xbox. You're going to be smoking your weed. You're going to be freaking out with a little hoe.
Right.
Or whatever you're going to be doing.
Right.
Smoking your K2.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. That's it.
God.
Give me a second there to 7:14.
What was I'm sorry.
Second Ezra 7:14. I can't see this.
messing me up. Second Ezra chapter 7 verse 14. If then they that live labor not to enter these straight and
What you say, I?
Salakia. Second Ezra chapter 7 verse 14. If then they that live labored not to enter these straight and vain things,
Right.
they can never receive those that are laid up for them.
Right. So guess what? If you can't enter the straight gate, you ain't gonna never receive those blessings that's laid up for you, man. That's what that's saying. Go ahead.
Verse 15.
Right.
Now therefore, why disqualify thyself?
Why what?
Why disqualify thyself?
Right. And our people hate these laws, statutes, and commandments. So why disqualify yourself? You are God's chosen people. Why disqualify yourself? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Thou art but a corruptible man.
And guess what? We ain't never corruptible men. So why not meditate on these laws and and instead of defiling ourselves? Go ahead.
And why art thou moved?
Right?
Thereas thou art but mortal.
Right. That's right. That's it. Give me 16 and 6. Second Ezra 16 and 6.
The book of Second Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 6. May any man drive away an hungry lion and the word.
May what?
Salakia. May any man drive away the hungry lion and the wood. Or may any and may any quench the fire of stubble.
Right? Go ahead. Make it, because can any man run a hungry lion away in the woods? Or can any man quench the fire in a stubble?
In a stubble.
Right? Go ahead.
Then it hath begotten to burn.
Right.
When it hath begotten
When
to
it
burn.
begotten to burn. Right? Go ahead.
May one turn again the arrow that is shot.
That's right. So guess what? An arrow that's shot out, you can't turn that arrow back.
That's right.
Right? Go ahead.
May one turn again the arrow that is shot from a strong archer.
That's right. Go ahead.
The
You
mighty
can't-
Lord.
You can't turn that arrow back that's shot from a strong archer. Go ahead.
The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues.
The mighty Lord do what?
Sendeth the plagues.
Go ahead.
And who is he that can drive them away?
So who's gonna drive away the plagues that we suffer?
Right.
Who's gonna drive away the plagues of the judgment day? Right? When that time comes. Go ahead.
He shall cast lightning.
He shall do what?
He shall cast lightning.
Go ahead.
And who shall not fear?
That's right. So guess what? Listen, I don't play with lightning. And I know it's a lot of us so-called black people, we superstitious when it come to that lightning. But it's really not no superstitious thing. Ain't nobody playing with no vicious power electrical bolt like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't dumb enough to be sticking out there dealing with that. Go ahead.
Let lightning hit that spot right here.
Yeah,
People over there gonna be running.
That's right, Go ahead, let's read that over again.
He that cast lightnings, and who shall not fear?
So guess what? He is the Most High. It said he shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? Go ahead.
He shall thunder,
Right?
and who shall not be afraid?
Right. Y'all know that loud thunder, boom. Go ahead. That'll shake you. Like, oh. Even if it's been thundering all day, soon that loud joint hit, you be like, oh my gracious. Go ahead.
Verse 11, the Lord shall threaten it.
The Lord shall do what?
Threaten it. And who shall not be utterly beaten to powder?
That's right. And guess what? The Most High said, when he comes and judge, who shall not utterly be beaten to powder?
At his presence.
At what?
at his presence.
Go ahead.
Verse 12.
Uh-huh.
The earth quaketh.
The earth do what?
The earth quaketh.
Go ahead.
And the foundations thereof.
Right.
And the seas arise up.
Right.
With waves.
That's right. It's talking about them earthquakes. It's talking about those tsunamis.
Right.
Right? Them tidal waves. Them hurricanes. Right? It's talking about all them natural disasters. It's talking about the Most High visiting this earth. Go ahead. And judging this earth. Go ahead.
Arise up with waves
Right.
from the deep.
Right.
And the waves of it are troubled.
Right. Go ahead.
And the fish thereof
Right.
also.
That's right. And the fish can't even survive those tsunamis and stuff. Right? Go ahead.
And the fish thereof also before the Lord.
That's right. Go ahead.
And before the glory of his power.
Right. Go ahead.
For strong is his right hand.
For what?
For strong is his right hand.
That right hand symbolizes power. For strong is the Lord's power. Right? Go ahead.
That bindeth the bow, that bendeth the bow.
Uh-huh.
His arrows
Uh-huh.
that he shooteth are sharp.
That's right. So the Most High, that judgment that he shoot is sharp. Right? Go ahead.
And shall not miss.
And guess what? It's not going to miss. It's on point. Right? All the judgments that we was administered, he was on point. Right? Go ahead.
When they begun to be shot
Right.
unto the ends of the world.
Right.
Behold, the plagues are sent
Right?
and shall not return again.
And they ain't going to return. Guess what? They gonna do what they got. Go ahead. I think I'm about to take that away. Go ahead.
Behold, the plagues are sent
Uh-huh.
and shall not return again.
That's right. And the plagues that we suffer is all types of madness. All type of madness, oppression and everything. Go ahead.
Until they come upon the earth.
Right. Go ahead.
For the fire is kindled
Right.
and shall not be put out.
And guess what? That fire is anger. The Most High's anger. The fire is kindled and should not be put out. Go ahead.
Till it consumes the foundation of the earth.
That's right. So the Most High said his anger ain't going to be put out till his judgment go forth and accomplish what it's supposed to. Go ahead.
Verse 16.
Right.
Like as an arrow,
Right.
which is shot of a mighty archer,
That's right. Like an arrow that's shot from a real strong archer. Go ahead.
returneth not backward,
That's right. And it will return backwards. That arrow that's shot from a strong archer is going to go forward powerfully. Right? Go ahead.
even so the plagues
Right?
that shall be sent upon the earth
Go ahead.
shall not return again.
That's right. So the Most High said, them plagues that I'm going to send on the earth, they not coming back to me. They going to go and accomplish what they need to accomplish.
Whoa, yes,
Go ahead.
right. Verse 17.
Uh-huh.
Woe is me, woe is me.
That's right. Go ahead.
Who will deliver me
Right.
in those days?
Right. So who's going to deliver us? Or this is the Most High is saying that this is what the people going to scream during that day.
Right.
Woe is me, woe is me. Woe is me, what?
Woe is me, woe is me.
Right.
Who will deliver me in those days?
Right, go ahead.
Verse 18. The beginning of sorrow and great mourning.
Right.
The beginning of
Don't worry about it.
Let me get it in the book. Second Ezra, chapter 18.
Let's go give me Jeremiah 4:42.